Hi, Mr. Unkert here, and in the last video, we looked at importing a Google font and using it on your website. I'm going to continue to talk about stuff you can do with your fonts in CSS in this video. And we're going to cover how to bold your fonts in general, how to style your fonts, and also how to transform your fonts. Okay, so let's take a look at the website we have so far. This will be from the previous video. We've got some Google fonts, we've got bold, we got a little bit less, Okay, so another thing I can use besides just these font weights is I can actually say bold. I'm going to hit Control and save, and then refresh. And you'll see it's still bold, okay? I can also create other classes like italicize, and I can do a font style of italic, okay? And the cool thing about classes is you can have more than one class in a particular tag. So in this paragraph tag, I can have the class extra bold, and I can space and then type italicize, and it'll have both those classes. So it'll be bold and italicized. Okay, and look at that. Okay, we can also have oblique text as a style. Okay. Okay, and so we could include that as well. Okay, and let's check that out. Okay, and we've got some oblique text below the italicized text here. Okay, we can also, instead of a font weight, we can do, instead of bold, we can do normal, along with a few other things. And let's see. And I think, yes, it was the second paragraph. I had the bold. And so now bold, because I defined the bold class as normal, you'll see this second paragraph becomes a normal text. And if you see Adam, it actually gives us some of the selections we can have. So we could do something like lighter as well. Let's try that. And you'll see it even gets lighter. So the key here is, even though I named this class bold, I could name this anything really. I could call this Jimmy, the Jimmy class. And then I could make it bold. And then down here, I would have to write, instead of bold, I would have to write the class Jimmy. Okay? And if I do that, you'll see it becomes bold because I defined the Jimmy class to be bold. So don't get confused here and think that I have to call it exactly what it is. That being said, it does kind of help to name your classes what you are trying to do to the text or to the other elements in HTML, how you're trying to style them. If they're descriptive labels, you're more likely to remember them, especially, and use them from page to page on your website. So I'm going to just change that back to bold. Okay. All right, there are some other things I can do with my text. I can define other categories. Let's call this category uppercase. And here I can use a CSS function called text transform. And I've got the opportunity to use uppercase. Okay, and let's say I wanted to have everything uppercase here. So I'd put in a third class, hit Control and save, and everything is now uppercase in that upper paragraph. So I can include many classes in here and define them to change my text. I could, let's say I want it to be blue as well. You know, I could define the color as blue and then put that in as a class. All right, and look at that, my text is blue. Okay. There is a lot you can do. With text transform, you could also have a lowercase class and just use that. Okay, text transform. We're going to do lowercase. And there's a few other options you can explore as well. And actually, we have to put this in one of our paragraphs. So let's put this here. And it should make everything lowercase. And you'll see it does. Lorem was capitalized before, it is not now. Okay. So that's another thing you can do. And also you can capitalize. I hope I'm spelling this right. Capitalize, and that will capitalize every first word. So let's put that in the third paragraph. Okay. And you'll see every word is capitalized. The first letter of every word is capitalized in that third paragraph. So there's a lot of things you can do with text transform, with font weight, and with font style, along with defining colors for all your font. And you can include multiple classes within your items, like paragraphs, within headings, that kind of stuff. I could, in this H1 class, I could put in the class of capitalize. And I didn't. I just realized I did not spell that correctly. But that should be I here. Let me change that. Okay, capitalize, and I want to change it here too. Okay, and then, if I really wanted to, I could just use that class, and then I could just write this all in lowercase. So inserting, I think I had it inserting, if I can spell correctly, inserting Google fonts into your website. So that's all lowercase in the text I put there, but I put a class of capitalize, and everything's capitalized, right? If I take out this capitalize class, save it, say it doesn't become capitalized because I'm not transforming the text. So have fun. What I would do now at this point through this CSS playlist is start to build up your website and play with some of these fonts. Play with building classes for your fonts and incorporating them. You might want to do all these text transformations, try the font styles, the font weights, and then you can also define a bunch of different colors. You could do a pink class, color of pink. You want to obviously describe it. I wouldn't want to really make a class red and then have the color yellow, because then I would keep confusing it in my head. I should be, even though if I wanted yellow and I really wanted to define it as red, I could put red and just realize that the color is going to be yellow. But, realistically, you want to define the colors, by something that you can remember easily. And then you can change the font color very easily by just putting some classes in right at the beginning of your paragraphs. If you have questions, leave comments in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Also, please check out webdevinstruction.com, which is a website I've just started. And it's going to include advice on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, hopefully PHP, some content management systems as I go. So that might be a great resource for you if you're interested in web design and development. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and see you in the next video.